Hello, people. Uh, so, can you not? Anyways, hello, people. So, this sales fan game you should have heard of before, called uh, Live of Life, has recently gotten a bit of an update. I think this update's been out for like a couple of weeks now. Who knows how old this update is? But two other games has also been updated. And the question's up to you guys whether or not you want me to talk about them. But they added this new achievement. Hold on, let me just. Yeah. A bit dumb, but they added some new badges, including a very difficult skin to get, in my opinion, where you need to find 4 missing posters around 4 maps. I'll try to show it to you guys, just so you can get a gist. But once you find the 4 posters, if you're wondering what really happens, there's this door icon that leads to a boss battle, in which when you beat him, you unlock a enemy fella skin called sorta fella or whatever. This is meant to be, I think, at least a reference to 2017X. The description says it on its own. You are not very good at this. You know, it's sort of meant to be a reference to 2017X. But other than that, all they really added was this cool customization feature where you can customize yourself to look cool. You guys could take a dip into that, but there's like a bunch of things. One thing that I love about this game is that there is a wheel for sound. Like there's a music slider, VFX slider, emote music, and then you got all these things like oh my god, don't black out. Visual AoE abilities, hit markers, epilepsy mode, server position. You can see the FPS, the ping, and the server's age. Sorry, got a bit of a hiccup going on, but this game is basically just meant to be if Dive Death was reversed. Like Goodware's a killer, Artless. This is just a skin for him that makes him into purple guy. The skin's called Slaughter, by the way. It costs, if I'm right, 1,987. You know, just like the buy to 87. And then we got LiveBot. And then here's a funny fact. If I'm right, if I can remember this, oh crap, hold on. John Grace. Okay. But if I remember this right, the civilians are called criminals. Oh yeah, I forgot there's funny old icons. You get 5 minutes to kill John Grace. In which it may sound crazy, but you'll understand soon enough. You could tell things get pretty chaotic quick. I almost lost sight of him. I did lose sight of him. Can you tell how chaotic this is? Now imagine this, but with louder music. Like double as loud. Uh-oh. That sort of happens. Not only everyone's... I'll play like 4 rounds. You know, I don't want my video to be like 30 minutes long. But that's John Grace, and I was not expecting to get that. John Grace is like this game's version of One Bounce. Also, there's a silly thing where you can change how fast the ticks spin. It's at the very bottom, right here. The tick suitor rotating speed. And let's turn off hit markers. Epilepsy. So now there's going to be an epileptic warning on this. Great. Well, I was intending to just turn off the sort of old mode, but I think I just turned it into... Let's turn it into the oldest mode, huh?
5, 4,
Oh god, I did.
2, 1.
Anyways, here's the Goofy. Alright. Yeah, it's sort of hard to tell what to go off of right now. Also, if you're wondering, my sprint button is left trigger, and my... For my... oh yeah, I forgot you can do that. Oh dear god.
I got this.
Bam! Can you tell how chaotic this game is? Like, there's sort of objectives in this game, if you can call them that. It's not really objectives when it's just play the game. You follow a set of abilities and then whatever you go off of with that, that's what you do. Like, we got Stun the Savior, help criminals with blockade. Yes, they're called criminals, I was right. I was afraid to get it wrong. I knew it. Dear God, he's coming for me! He's coming to take me! Help! He's coming to dig deep in me! That sounds so wrong. Okay, yeah, no, I didn't expect to survive at all. But, yeah, no, let me just fix everything. New, classic ability icons. Server list icons. Hide wins, FPS, ping, server age, you know. They added all this stuff to have stuff. Usually this is supposed to be on when you first play this. Turn this off. It makes Ruin impossibly hard to see anything. But, if you guys would like to see me show off where all the posters are and how to unlock this, go right ahead and go down into the comments. But, yeah, no. This game is entirely not intended to ever be, like, taken serious. So, please, if you're a person who plays competitively, I recommend you just don't play this game. Sure, we have people with like 700 wins in this game, but that's because they played the game when it first came out and just played it non-stop. So they practically know this game because they like playing this game so much. But, if you're just a person who came by, saw this game, immediately thought, you know what, I want to play competitively in this game. Just don't. Please, people are here to have fun. This game isn't at its best, and in my opinion, sure, I don't expect the devs to ever see this, but, if they ever do, please make it so you can choose your own keybinds. Because let me explain how confusing this is for me. So, when I first looked at my civilian keybinds, I noticed something was wrong. It said L1, then L2. L1 is not any special button to me, so I don't really need to care about that. What I do care about is L2, because the true confusing part to me is that's my sprint button. How is that supposed to make any sense? So that was a bit confusing for me to figure out, because I just had to start clicking all my keybinds just so I can see. But continuing on, my killer keybinds was also really confusing, because my keybinds went M1 is okay, you know, it's R2, but then we have R1 then L2 for second and third, which sure doesn't sound that confusing. But let me give this to an example. I'm used to playing with my keybinds being M1, being R2, key abilities 2, or ability 1 in this case, is always L1 to me, because then I could just remember that it's sprint, L1 is L, and then ability 2 is R1. So when they swapped up those two keybinds, I keep trying to click the wrong keybind. So, like, as Pursuer, or Enemy Fella, sorry, his second and third ability is his lunge and his starvation. So I would try to click lunge, but hit starvation, because starvation is L1 and lunge is R1, which then confuses me. Circle is okay. I like circle at the keybinds at now for console. I just feel like this game was more so focused on PC gaming, because the keybinds for PC gaming is actually accurate.
4, 3, 2.
It's not exactly accurate for console, and I can only imagine how terrible it is for mobile players. Because, like, see, L2 is my sprint, but L2 is also block save. So then that just brings the dilemma of, if it's not L2, then what button is it? Like, sure, they could probably fix it with a simple, you know, just revamp the text so it doesn't say L2 and says R1. They could do that, or they could just make it so you can make your own keybind. You know, why bother confuse people by showing the wrong thing when you can just show the right thing and not worry about it? Also, I entirely meant to not have me accidentally use that. So, also, what I like about this game is that every killer has a special mechanic. Artful's the same with Repurpose, but Badware, Pursuer, and Killjoy have different mechanics. Pursuer sort of has a rage mode feature, which doesn't stop the time, but makes his damage go from 20 to 10, but applies bleed damage for 10 ticks. So basically 20 damage, but it's sort of like a trail where you can sort of follow people. So you hit them the first time, you see where they are going next, and then you just sort of go off of that. You know, he sort of has like a tracking feature where you can sort of like sniff blood, but if sniffing blood was shown in ticks instead of an actual like scent. Oh Jesus, I did not expect him to turn around like that. I just saw that guy fumble horribly. I just had to. I thought it would be funny. I thought it'd be funny. Like that one Adventure Time scene. Thought it'd be. Jesus, I did not expect him to hide within the bookcase. Why is he dry humping his bookcase? Quickly, complete it now. I don't even care. Hit me all you want. I can get away with it. I hate it. I didn't think you'd follow behind. That's not good. But I like the task feature in this game. I like the silly ideas for the sliders and stuff. I just feel like they can fix the game a little more. You know, add keybinds. They definitely need to make the way to get the 2017X reference skin easier, because honestly, in my opinion, it was more luck based than actual skill based. Like, you couldn't really do much in the fight, and there was a multiple amount of times where you just unluckily die. You know, something gets in your way for half a second and you just immediately are screwed. So they definitely need to make it less RNG based. Like, I'm not playing FNAF here. If I wanted to play something truly RNG based, I'd go play FNAF 3 on Aggressive Nightmare. They got funny intros with enemy foes being a reference to Pursuer's oldest intro. But as you can see, they have silly little customization features. This game is, in my opinion, insanely good. Go watch Kosanak. He helps explain how to get the skin much easier. The 2017X skin much easier. And I mainly just went off of what he did. But I'll just show you this now because I might as well. The first poster in this map is actually over here. It is right here. You gotta look for posters like these. These help explain where they are much easier. But you can see that they have like keychains. The blockade on my hip is just for the ability. They have hats. You could change your face, but I didn't. You can change your animations. You could pretty much do anything, and you can actually stack cosmetics. So if you wanted to, you could just buy every single cosmetic, which honestly is a lot because some of them, cough cough, the most expensive hat in the game, is extremely expensive. To the point where I have to mention this, it actually is pretty much impossible to get that without having to play this game for like weeks on end. Like, let me give an example. Let me give a simple example. That singular hat is 250,000 tixes. It actually is like the most expensive thing you can buy. But if you want to really try to get all of this stuff,
Oh, we are not staying baby.
don't know what this girl's on about.
Yeah.
Is that even a girl? Who gives a shit? You know, anyone can play a silly little ASIM game without any regards of if that's good or bad. You know, gamers are gamers. Doesn't change by gender. But I was gonna ask my viewers this, but you guys want to see me stream anytime soon? Here, have this. Don't know why that just happened. I just got blinded immediately. But Empower makes it so I have to do a little silly mini game, and every single time I succeed, I gain 1 extra second of infinite stamina. Yeah, you heard me. Infinite stamina. But at max is about 3 seconds. So it's really just an extra 3 seconds of stamina. Which is technically speaking what? If this tick drain is about 10, which I'm assuming it is, that would make it an extra 30 stamina.
I got this.
And minus 10 for every single time you fail a note. I'm out of here. Just casually cripples myself to get out of there. Also, you can fall off the sides of these, and these will kill you immediately. It even kills you as a ghost. It's that deadly. But, continuing on, let's get the show on the road. This game is really fun. I just feel like they could tweak some things, and overall, this game gets a nice 8.5 out of 10 for me. There's a slight tweak that I could see happening with the keybinds, but this game is otherwise perfect. It's funny, you can enjoy the game, and it's sort of balanced. The way it sort of works sort of makes it feel really balanced. Plus the key features, the cool changes, all that stuff. It's really cool. But continuing on with my whole spiel about how each character's special abilities. Goodware has an actual really cool one called EMP, where he stands in place before, you can guess it, emitting an EMP. Who would have guessed? But that EMP not only makes it so you can't see your abilities at all, you can't see your cooldowns or your abilities, but he can now teleport straight to you. Not just to his computers, not just near you. He can teleport directly onto you. No regards of whether that's fair or not, but it only lasts for about 10 seconds. So he doesn't really have that long.
Let me see your shirt. Let me see that shirt. This guy's a sweat. This guy's a sweat.
Dear God, there he is! I'm out of here. I don't want this guy touching me. I don't want that guy digging in me. Oh my God. But they made it so Killdroid's function is that he sort of has like a, I don't really know how to describe it. It's not really a like mechanic like Goodware or any of the others. It's sort of just like a let's go. But I guess I'll end it now because I don't want this video being too long. So thanks for watching, people. Please look, get out of here. Sorry. Thanks for watching, people. Please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Check out this game. It's really good, and see you later.